with its cab mostly intact. I crawled over an engine block to reach the door handle and gave it a tug. Water lubricated its rusty hinges, and it swung open with a soft whine. I crawled inside and sank to the floorboard. 5 minutes to catch my breath. Then I would make a break for it. The tower wasn't that far. I wasn't the only prey trapped in this corrugated maze, nor was I the easiest mark out there. I relaxed into the darkness while mentally pinpointing my location and my best exit strategy. Scratching noises perked my ears. I tensed, ready to bolt, but heard only rain pelting the roof. Praying I hadn't plopped down into a mouse nest, I held still and turned my thoughts back to the quickest way to reach the tower. It was tall, built like a tree stand. Climbing it would be a piece of... I heard it again. Claws raked over metal. Louder this time. Lightning struck as I peered through the driver's side window, outlining a pale, masculine shape. Cruel nails, bone white and razor sharp, traced a rivulet of water down the glass. The handle clicked. I kicked out and jammed my heel down on the stubby door lock. Through the pane, Shaw glowered. I felt pretty smug until he speared his fingers into the seams and tore the door from its frame. "You should have run," he said, fingers circling my ankle and jerking me toward him. I kicked at his fist and yanked on my leg, but he was too strong. He dragged me forward until he could reach my shirt. Gripping my collar, he pulled me upright, off the floorboard and against his chest. He trailed his nose from the shell of my ear down my throat where my neck met my shoulder. "I did run," I gasped as his scent enveloped me. "You're faster than you look." Coarse laughter vibrated through his chest into mine. "I can be when I see something I want." My smartass reply stuttered and died on my tongue. "Speechless?" he mused, drawing back to peer into my face with eyes gone ravenous. Tearing my gaze from his, I stared past his broad shoulders at my endgame, at the soaked flag ringing itself on the pole as winds from the summer storm buffeted the tower and ripped at its hem. I let him think he'd won, let him hold me against him until I was free of the truck and could see a clear path for my feet, while hunger turned his eyes opaque. I admit it, I played the damsel card. Once the toes of my shoes hit dirt, Shaw sank his nails into my hips while searching me for the white handkerchief shoved deep into the rear pocket of my jeans. Once he removed it, I was dead. Game over, exam failed. I shot him a regretful look, then slammed the heel of my palm into his nose. Cartilage crunched and blood streamed down his chin. Shock widened his eyes. He groped at his face on reflex, releasing his hold on me. His nails sliced furrows into his cheeks. While he was stunned, I whirled out of his reach and ran for it. I cleared 3 yards before his enraged roar made me jump. "Thierry!" His voice boomed. I wish I had said something clever, but I'm pretty sure I squeaked like a mouse with a cat hot on her tail. Incubi as a race were passionate, hot-headed. Shaw, as a man, was competitive, driven. Talk about your explosive combinations. Attributes that made him a great instructor also made him an apex predator. And I was feeling hunted. It was a new experience for me, and I didn't like it much. Ignoring the snarling on my heels, I pushed until my thighs screamed and my legs were rubber. I ran until the tower was in sight, and I caught a second wind. The growling behind me increased, and so did my speed. Bursting into an open area, I hesitated at the sight of my classmates huddled together. A slender woman of Japanese descent stood nude under an umbrella covered in plump cardinals. I guess Shaw had found the fox shifter after all. Damn it! Now she would be stuck retaking the exam. The only thing more competitive than a pissy incubus was a kitsune whose 4.0 GPA had just plummeted. "Move your scrawny ass!" Mai screamed at me. "You're the